Hello, good morning. Welcome to another ES Futures Trading stream. Today is Monday, June 26th. It is 8:53 a.m. I am a little bit late. I was supposed to be here 8:50, but I was trying to set up this microphone that I have here. All right, let's go to let's go straight to the market. What we have, what is we have this overnight session. I don't know. I hope you have seen the market update, the weekend market update that I started doing, or that I did yesterday. And we saw on the market, we were talking about these levels here, this previous period half back that started when the market was bought, and then the questionable, the double high in M period up here as well. The market again explored below, the overnight session explored below Friday's range, which is questionable in both the high and the low being very close to the lower distribution and having nothing here to support the market. There's nothing here underneath. Not that there is nothing, but there's very thin profiles here. And a very questionable high as well. Selling, most selling coming from previous day previous day POC. And now, the interesting thing from different time frames is the market is kind of like this decision making level at which is right now. We can see this monthly. Now we got a monthly breakout of this range, which is the culmination of the movement that started down here. That started here. When the market explores below this range, below, as low prices are rejected here, and then it just travels towards the opposite side. The opposite side is reached. There is a lookout above. There could be something like this. Nobody knows. I don't know what's going to happen. But there could be something like this also in the upper side. Or it can have some upside continuation. What's going to be? Who knows? Nobody knows that. Right? Nobody knows that. There's many things that can happen. And zooming in a little bit into this chart, into this time frame, we got a weekly, because this is a monthly and this is the weekly. We got a weekly here. And I can see some kind of this is just super interesting here what happened. I have this trend line here. This trend line. You will see this the market, some kind of traders use these trend lines, right? You can see the trend here. And the trend here, same one. And then I was wondering yesterday what the next thing could be, right? You just move a little bit up higher, right? You got another one here. In this case, now this could be support. Can be this one could be support here. Could be support here. Keep going higher, or could be resistance. What's going to be? I don't know. Nobody knows that. But this is just part of the observation here, right? Not that I trade these things, but I couldn't avoid to see this yesterday. Again, the market, the last week is an inside week with balance, which is a form of balance, right? very interesting inside bar. The trade is go with the breakout of the inside bar, right? Preferably in the direction of the trend. The trends to the upside. The wick has no excess. The inside bar has no excess in the upper side and no excess in the lower side. And both sides have no excess. And why I talk a lot about excess balance? Because excess and balance, that's everything for what I do or for what we do in trading. We trade a very short time frame. We trade a very short time frame market, and excess and balance are really relevant things that we have to consider for the short time frame activity or business we are in, right? This is excess here. This is excess. This is balance. This could be excess. This can be excess. It is. I don't know. Is it? I don't know. But these are really important things that happen in the market for what we do, or what I do here in this market. There is balance here in this area. The market gets out of balance. We have balance again on the upper side. All right? We have excess in the upper side. Can the market get back into this balance? Getting back into this balance, which is something that the market can certainly do, because this is a breakout and there is no support here. If the market comes back down to here, there's going to be a lot of trading when the market comes back down to here, because there is balance here in this area. Market tend to travel faster in areas where there is no balance. There has not been balance, like this area, right? There's a lot of back and forth here in this area. The market can trade really fast through this thin area, and when it comes back to this range, we're going to see some kind of stalling there, right? And now the daily, you can see the same kind of balance here. Actually, it looked like a short covering formation to me, but what happened here is very, this kind of things happens all the time. You got the contract expiration, you had a new contract, you had a rollover. Selling, naked option selling is a very risky, very super risky strategy, but that is widely used, because traders think that is easy money, right? And it is a good strategy. It's not a good strategy. It's a terrible strategy. It's a strategy that has high percentage of wins. You will win 80-90% of the times, 95% of the times selling options. Okay, and you will win, but you will win the really small amount of things. Huh? You will win a lot, but you will win little money. The one day you lose, okay, the one day you lose is going to take away all of your wins. Not the last week wins, not the daily wins. It can be the whole. It can be your whole trading career that is, that can be taken back. That the thing, all the wins that you have had your whole life. It can take your account also. It can put you margin. You need only one loss there when using that strategy. Only one, and you will be over. You will be done. That kind of thing, I believe, happened in here. Trades were so accustomed for the market to do, to do high, low, high, low, high, low, high, and now of course it's going to come down again towards the 50. You will see. In hindsight, is easy, right, to see, or easier to see. in real time, we were talking about the possibility, kind of like in the 8th or 9th, and when it happened, that was bad, well, super good depending which side you were. And but I think that's something like that happened here. Now, if there is something serious to the upside here, this market is super elongated to the upside. There could be some rebalancing going on here. There can rebalancing. You can see it here in a weekly. There's some balance here. There could be some rebalancing of long inventory here. Rebalancing before the market can keep going higher. Right? Or if there is something serious here, and there's not just a rebalancing here, that's if we are going to see some selling coming here, the market can accelerate once this level is taken. Right? Remember, what we have seen so far is kind of like just long liquidation here, some rebalancing here, because the lower the prices go, the lower the volume. We haven't seen any increase on volume, which is an indication that this is not so far. There hasn't been nothing more, serious selling yet. It's kind of like some rebalancing. Those kind of things we have to be able to observe as well. Now, what is happening in the other markets? Crude oil have this range, trading range. The dollar index, okay, also you can see the big range here, right? You can see the big range here with a questionable low. This range is going is being bought at the same level. The bond market has this is, I don't know what's going on here. This is quite, to me, could be quite dangerous. There's a lot of buying in the bond market. You can see lots of buying here. And notice where the buying is happening. And in this area where there is absolutely nothing here, right? When there's absolutely nothing here, that's when the buying is happening. The market should have no problem going through this area, but there's a lot of buying here. So the next time the market comes through this area, this is not going to be skinny, nothing, with no support, no resistance here. There's going to be something. Market could break to the upside, or keep going have a breakout to the upside, or can have a break to the downside here. And when it comes back, there's going to find resistance here, or support when it comes low. Right? This is important because if the break happens, it can drag the market actually with it. Gold is crazy, super crazy. You notice what's happening with gold. Gold is going from short covering to long liquidation, short covering, long liquidation, short covering, long liquidation. This is crazy. There's a lot of. It seems like there's a good, capital being pulled from this market as well, pulling out of this market. Again, there's nothing here. There's nothing here. There's nothing here. Can you say there's nothing here over here? And notice how the market is being bought from this level here. Like a previous breakout level. I cannot see, but there's some kind of breakout that happened here. Fake. Tried, and then they took it. And now this does, the breakout is being used. It was being used for support, and what can happen here is it can be used. It can be resistance now. And there's nothing here actually to hold this market, to prevent this market from keep going towards this area here. You can break even all the way to the 1800s here. Gold, the market is focused on him. Why check gold, right? Because this is kind of like when you are talking about a recession, all that things, this is supposed to be something, safe haven, something like that. Now, going back to And zooming in even a little bit more, which just takes us back to market profiles. Market profile here. We got the overnight inventory. That is, I am opening my, let me put this on the side. I am opening my trading platform. Because I use a lot of, you know, I use my keyboard a lot. What I have here is I use this, you know, where I'm not trading or when I am streaming, I like to put it here because I cannot do nothing by accident here. I cannot click or anything like that. Right? Oh, something I haven't seen, I haven't checked is the mark, the other indexes. What's happening here? This is the ES, this is Nasdaq, you know, breakout range. Range. Oh, look at this. This is the Dow. The Dow has been pulled back inside range. Can you see this range? It is inside now. The Nasdaq and the ES are outside the range. The Russell, God, the Russell is oh boy, this is not good here. The Russell is at the same level, almost the same, had the same situation as the ES. Huh. You know, if this index comes back inside here, it could travel to the opposite side as well. All right, but we are not doing that. We don't do that. All right. Where we were. Oh, we were checking the overnight inventory, right? All right. Overnight inventory is 100% short. Notice this. Okay, I want to zoom here because I want to take a screenshot here. Notice this is questionable high. Questionable high here. Notice the distributions from this day. Very thin profile here. Okay, very thin profile here. There's nothing here, no support. We have the 4400 that has been taking. We got this level, okay, this double high. There could be some kind of sequential trade in here. Let's see if the market pays attention to this level. So I won't consider this level repair until market trades. I mean, it could be. Alright. Today, what do we have today? Overnight. Inventory is 100% short. Very important here. Because my bad. What the heck I was talking? Overnight inventory is not 100% short. Overnight inventory is balanced, okay? Okay, there's no shorts, no longs here. I'm going to explain you what happened, why I say that. Now, saddle is right here at this level. Notice the amount of trade that happened above saddle and the amount of trade that happened below saddle. Below saddle. It was 100% long here, and all of these longs here have been removed. If any, it is a little could be a little bit short. It's shorter. And what happens when you have a short inventory? Okay, the counteraction to the short inventory is to the upside, right? Counteraction to overnight inventory is one of the most popular trades out there. We have inventory, we have short inventory. A counteraction to the overnight inventory is a rally. All right. The thing here, the market has explored below, has come back inside. Should I consider this as a double distribution? No, but let's just for the sake, there could be something here. I will mark this, not just as a, but it was quite obvious that the market was being bought from POC here. And now it's being sold from Saddle. No, this is not relevant here. Because I will I will consider POC from yesterday, which is a reference. It's always a reference. I need to open another chart here to monitor. My histograms. I use this for to check for volume or that. What do I do here? What the heck is this? I don't know what the heck is this. Alright. These histograms here, what do I have here from the previous days? Notice how many loans are being liquidated here. Loans are being, each time the market tried to go higher, they were just liquidated here. The trend is to the downside. Trend is to the downside, but traders keep buying here. Keep buying and then being liquidated. There will be one day that traders will not buy anymore. Now will start selling right from the open. Notice how gaps have been closed. Every time the market opened with a gap, the gap has been closed. If there is what I have in the lower side, I have this day. Let me add one more day here. Okay, this day I'm gonna add one more. Okay, because when this day open, this one will go away. I am interested in this day. Why this day? Because this contract, the September contract, I started trading in high volume here. The rollover was completed here. So if I want to see or monitor something here, I got a spike that happened here. I got this volume here, trade support were cut short here. I got this area, this area. Can you see this area here? With high volume here. And the next one, down here. Okay, they are in the lower side. What the heck happened? Look at this formation here. Let me check. Let me check what's going on here. If this is, can you see the formation here? There's no taper here on the upper side. It's very, very questionable. This day, I remember this day. I remember what I was thinking this day. That I used this, the way how the market sold in this day, as a reference for the next trading day. And of course, this day we have all of this rally coming from exactly halfback. Oh, look at this. This is crazy here. Okay. 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 I'm going to check. Look at this day, man. This is terrible day to going to the upside. It's horrendous day. Whenever you say, and notice, can you see the difference between this day and this one over here? Notice the histograms from Friday versus the histograms from Thursday. There's a lot. One you have, but I try to identify who is the dominant force in the market at any given moment in time. The dominant force in this day were absolutely short-term traders. Short-term inventory doesn't hold. If the market goes against the short-term traders, they are just going to flip. They're going to close and go in the opposite direction. This is different. Okay, this is different. This is just part of this. Just another piece of information. Okay, I am very interested in see what kind of volume do we have today. All right. Now, the events scheduled for the current week, we have what the heck? I didn't put it here, did I? We have Chairman Powell speaking on Wednesday. We have Chairman Powell speaking on Thursday as well. We have GDP and PCE on Friday. You know what as the most relevant scheduled events that can bring volatility to the market. Right? If you have any questions, please let me know. The market is about to get is trading at the lower side. The balance that we had in the market, the balance we have in the market is a balance. This is something also that I missed in my homework. The balance is to the downside. You know, have inside bar, inside bar, but the balance is to the downside because it closed in the lower side of the bar. Right? All those things are a relevant piece of information. It could be a relevant piece of information. Right? What is left? We still have 5 more minutes or 9 more minutes before the opening. If you have any questions, please let me know. I will make myself some coffee. I'll come back before the opening. All right? That's it. All right, all right. The market is about to open here. Let's get ready. 43.70. This market is checking this low here. The 4400 is way up there. All right, market is open. Opening inside previous day range, you know. Advertise, chop. The closer to the center, the higher the odds of chop. The market hasn't reached this low. And remember, overnight inventory is quite rebalanced here. Volume is opening volume around the same. Oh, look at this. Look at this. Look at this. There's no tape. The market just opened here and boom. Yeah. Remember, there's no short inventory. There's no short inventory as this day. It has short inventory here. It has very short inventory here. There's no short inventory today. It's quite rebalanced. Settle is same as last. This level here, you know, the buyers from this level have been removed. Notice how this has been corrected. This one remains. Extremely short inventory here this day. Market is at the lower side, a lower end of Friday's range. It didn't take the low. It didn't take this low is questionable. Let's see what the market does relative to this low. Okay. Every time the market opens with the gap has been closed. It's a sign the market is not as weak as price is advertising. You know, price is selling something. Right? Price is selling lower prices, right? Lower prices are selling something, but every time the market opens lower, it just pulls back inside. You know, the gap has been closed. We have this huge reaction every time the market opens to the downside, open with a gap. Now we don't have a gap. It's going to have the same reaction. Monitoring for continuation, we have overnight POC, settle, which is the same as overnight held-back. Last is the same as settle. The other things, POC, held-back. Okay. No support here. There could be something here. If anything happens to the downside, this could be the area where some buying can happen. Here. Upside continuation. We have talked about the upside continuation here. What the market needs for upside continuation. Okay. Opening inside previous day range, you know, increases the odds of having a rotational market. The closer to the center, the closer the odds of being high, of being a large chop. Right? So let the market settle. You need to have some passion here as well. Now I can say, oh, okay, this is a good level to buy. All right. It could have been a good level to sell as well. This now we have two things here. This high is very questionable, very questionable here. Good also this high is going to be taken. I don't like this low as well. Remember, this low is now we have 1, 2, 3 days being bought from the same level. This high is very questionable as well. It's super questionable to me. The 4400. Okay, let's see the market can get to the 4400. And notice how this double high happened here in this day. Happened on Friday. The trend is to the downside. You know, notice how the market is going to the downside. It has no volume. Right? You check the volume. The volume is decreasing. Now there is some volume here in this area. Okay. Let's see if the market takes this one out or it's been sold from this. Going higher has a lot of short inventory there as well. This could be the potential destination of this one. This going to, remember, if we say any troubles, it will happen around this level here. And it can happen, you know. Good odds is the 4400. Like the high is questionable. This high is questionable. You want volume here. This high is not good here. Good also, maybe. This high is not good here. Next reference in the upper side will hold back and this one here. Still inside previous, you know. Value is overlapping to lowers. To move to put value inside Friday's value area. Now the next period has to open. Just need has to open inside, you know, somewhere in here, you know, in this range, and that will move value inside Fridays, which is a balanced day. Which will make this day a balanced day. Could this be a trending day to the upside? There's a lot of inventory, a lot of things that can happen here. Let me pull this one out. Okay. Notice where this level has been bought. This market been bought from this level here. You know? I want to see volume here. Right? If this is a rebalance, you will see some volume here, and to pull the market back inside this area here, inside this weekly area. This low is super questionable. This weekly low is not good, man. You know, not good. The monthly is right here. You have excess. It's outside outside of this range. There's a breakout to the upside. We have one more week to go in this month. Friday is end of the month as well. It's end of the week, end of the month. Let's see what happens. There's a lot of things that happen in this kind of days. I was talking about Friday. Right? Keep those things in mind. Oh gosh. Okay. Sequential trade here. First, the lows, the weak lows were removed. Now seems like it's going to take in the market is going to take care of this sellers here from this day. Remember this day? Remember this day? This double high here, this volume has been taken out. There were some longs here that were removed in the overnight. I didn't consider, but there was this level. This level, I know why was weak. Oh, because it was held back of this one, of this previous period, held back, exactly held back, and now this is questionable as well. And we had the 4400. There could be a lot of chop here. I didn't like this volume here. No taper here. It was high volume here. The market has location here. It didn't take the lows. It stopped short. It stopped 100 actually. What's this? 82.50. 100 from this low. There is a trend to do what the market was doing yesterday. What was doing previously. Closing the gap, closing the gap, closing the gap, which is a sign, right? The market is not as weak as price advertised. Closing the gap, 2 consecutive days, the gaps being closed. This is not a sign. Now, if there is something serious to the downside, the gap will remain. Because the trade is in the direction of the gap. The gap has been closed each time. That's another piece of information that you have there. Remember how we were checking or having these pieces of information all over the place, right? And how do you use that thing, right? There's not a way to do it. There is not a book that says how to trade. But we have all these pieces of information, and when it becomes relevant, okay, notice now, I'm seeing this volume here. Notice how this high volume is coming in here. Right? These big blocks here. Somebody's buying in the market there. It's either taking profits there, or it's going to prop the market higher. Right? If I can see this, everybody can see that as well. Can you see it? Can you see it? No, there's big blocks here. There's no ones here. I know there's somebody trading, taking trades above 150 blocks here. The market has to go high enough. It's going to collapse now. And what do we have close to here? This level, the 4400, right? This is professional. This is the way how professional traders work. When we see how they see this kind of levels, I'm going to close here. If the market has something to the upside, but can re-enter up here, right? Or even up here. because if anything is going to happen, it's going to happen around this level. Now this high is very questionable. You have triple high here. Remember this triple high here? Same thing you have triple high, very, very questionable. High. The doom of many traders is, okay, you see this thing, right? Okay, you see the market opening here and shooting straight up, never intended to look below here. And what you will say is the next time, tomorrow market is going to open, I'm going to buy it right away. I'm going to buy it right away because the market is going to go higher, right? Because it's easier to see in hindsight what happens here. Absolutely no congestion here. Those 4,400 calls were $5 when the market, well, not $5, but 5 points when the market was down here. It was 5 points. Right now it's at 750. Now everybody's seeing now the market is going to the upside. Wow. The market is super long now. Super long market here. Now this level has been corrected now. Okay, this history. We got 4,400 there. It seems no. What house volume? It's a little bit higher than 50%. Now this could be the culmination of the trade now. Market checking the 4,400. Okay? The lost, it could be a lot of back and forth around this level. The most important thing, this weak high has been repaired, the weak low has been repaired, and now I'm back in business. Overnight inventory, I mean, there was some short here, remember? Was rebalanced. We have traded strength. We have traded the first half of the overnight was going to the outside. Inventory was long, then was liquidated and put the market to the short side. All these shorts are not out. Are being squeezed out. Now, what do we have now? Okay, context. Put your things in context. We have volume here. There's volume here. Next thing is this area, the 44.05. Monitor for continuation. Monitoring for continuation. Okay, this is an area that where problems can happen here. Now, if you have a long, this is where it's going to happen. Notice how high, how the market just opened here, boom, high volume here. It wasn't rejected, These lower prices were not rejected. They're just buying coming up. It didn't dry. Just open and boom, straight to the upside. Could be short covering relative to the overnight. Nothing else matter. Okay, some sellings coming from this 4400 here. All right. Did you see that? Now put that in context, right? The most important thing is to put things in context. It's very long. Gosh, man. 20 points from the opening. Wow. Now we're going to pull volume. I'm going to show you volume. What volume do we have here? We still have 10 more minutes. The volume is going to be around this level here, which puts the market in this area here, projected volume. Now, can this be the starting of something here? The whole range, almost the whole range has been retraced. Market open in the opposite side of this range. It was bought here and it's traveling to the opposite side of this range. Remember, this high is questionable as it is this low. Don't miss the overall picture. Don't get trapped by price. Price was going lower, right? Market showing its hand. Market opening is outside with the gap. Market closed the gap. With the gap, a bigger gap. Market closes the gap. Give us a weak, questionable high here. A questionable high. Oh gosh, a questionable high. This high as well was very questionable. Absolutely questionable here. Why you say that? Because it was sold. It was sold from last. Seller were about the same. This is questionable too. Have you still looking to the downside, or were you looking to the downside? Biases are a terrible thing to have, because you expect something to happen, and when that thing that we are expecting to happen doesn't happen, if you are biased, you don't have another scenario in mind. You know what to do. You don't adjust. We don't adjust. That's the danger of biases. Now, if this market sells from the 4,400, right, if this starts selling from here to the downside, this high is going to be very questionable. Very questionable high, very questionable high, very questionable high. More signs the market telling us. Okay? Now, when we see markets, when we watch markets, many times we have the tendency to see what the market is doing something and what is in the way of the market, rather than seeing or the things that can keep the market, can support the market in whatever the market is doing at that moment in time. Right. That's also it is pretty good. Okay, we play safe when we have information about what can happen if the market doesn't do something, what is in the way. Okay, but also the next step into that process of thinking is what are those things that are in favor, of the market, in the favor that favor the movement that the market is doing at that given moment. Let's take today, for example. Right? We were checking the market is going to the downside. Market is going to the downside. Very questionable. Support or very questionable day here. Thin profile. Opening inside range, advertised, it increases the odds of having a rotational market. We have the 4,400 here, 7 and last are the same. Right? What favors the downside movement? Having volume and getting outside of this range. That's what favors the downside. The downside continuation. What doesn't favor? Okay. Remember when we talk about what we expect happens, doesn't happen. The market doesn't get out of the balance. The market is inside balance. Balance and excess are the most important things the market can have relative, to what we do, what I do. Those things are very important. We don't have excess here. For example, if you check your daily time frame charts, we don't have excess here. The daily doesn't have excess. And not just the daily, now it's also the weekly. So 2 times frames without excess here. That's that's some relative piece of information. That's something that is against to what the market is doing at this moment in time. Now, the next thing is, what are the things that are in favor of the movement? Questionable high here. This is also very short overnight inventory here. I think most of these shorts are out now. They have taken profits down here. But having all these pieces of information, right, before the movement or during the movement, when those things are happening, and having all those things in your mind, all those scenarios planned, are very important and very relevant. That will give you an extra layer, but increases your odds there, rather than having just something like this. What is it? 5 minutes. Higher. Market is going higher. Let's keep going higher. Okay, but what is behind here? What do we have here? Notice all of this short inventory here. All of this short inventory has been taken out now. All of these longs were taken out in the same trading session, in the overnight. All these shorts are out. My bad. All these longs are out when the market has this break here. which makes the market short the inventory. While it's being rebalanced, good, same amount of trading in the upper side, the same amount of trading happens in the lower side. But if you zoom in, you will see this inventory getting long inventory getting removed, market getting short, and now this upside movement removes the shorts. Okay, remove the shorts. So that's the trade. Counteraction to overnight inventory is one of the most popular trades out there. Right now we have this level. We have the 4,400. We have the 4,400 right there. Where the selling is coming from? Selling is coming from the 4,400. Right from the 4,400. Great question also. Yeah, I don't want to be a seller from here. This could be too long. This could be too long. But I am not going to short this market from this level here. No, sir. The momentum is to the upside. I don't know. Notice value. Remember we were talking value. If a B in the next period open inside this area, well, notice where value is now. It went from overlapping to lower to overlapping to higher. Not even inside. It's overlapping to higher. Why you want to be short in a market that's going to the upside? You have a bigger trend. The bigger trend is to the downside. But notice the intraday, what the intraday is doing. Value is higher. It put value higher really quick here. But a lot of things can happen around the 4,400. Upside continuation has this high, repairing this high. If the market takes this high out, that's the culmination. The closer the market gets to this high is the culmination of this trade. It did reach the opposite side, and then it trades back to the opposite side of this day. Reaching this high is the culmination of this upside trade. Of these longs. Okay, that's it. The market could be too long now. Could be too long. 20 points in one period. I notice, the market's inside. We are just inside range. The same kind of reasoning that we have when the market reaches this opposite side, the same kind of reasoning we will have, or I will have when market reaches this. This market is still in balance. Market can get out of balance. And what's going to happen here? It's going to have upside continuation. It's going to come back inside. Coming back inside targets the lower side, targets the opposite side. We haven't had a trend day in a while. There has been a lot of rotation of days lately. If anything happens to your trade, to whatever you're doing here, this is going to happen. There's a lot of problems that can happen around these same three numbers. Notice the congestion too. This was the destination of this trade. Not any congestion here that happens. Just clean trades, clean, nice momentum. There's a lot of congestion here. Did you get long here? No? Did you get long here? Summer markets. All right, it is 10:05. Unless you have any questions, I guess I'm going to call it a day. I wish you guys a really good trading day, good rest of the trading day. Stay safe, and we see you tomorrow. Bye bye.